Good morning, everyone. It's Kate Richburg, and I am live with my friends at the Quilt Retreat. We are in the same, we're in the wonderful St. Francis Retreat Center, where some of you may remember where we had our wonderful bead retreat earlier this year. But I've got some special guests. My friend Shannon is behind the camera for the moment, and look like that next to me. Look, it's my mom. Hi, everybody. Gwen, say hi. Say hi to the folks, Gwen.
Hi, everybody. It's great to see you. Great to see you.
Yes, it's great to have everybody. So we are going to be playing Tassels today. And Tassels, I think, I'm trying to also pull up our broadcast here so I can see you guys. There we are. Look at that. Perfect. I'm going to make sure that I've got the comments up so I can see your comments as well. There we go. So tassels, you guys, I think are a really fantastic accessory, and I've always loved tassels and made tassels. My mom, you can see, is wearing some cool stuff. Shan, why don't you bring that camera up just here real close, and you can see, this is an old necklace that you're wearing, Mom. What's the story on that sucker?
Okay, well, I don't know if the viewing audience can see.
Do you want me to zoom in?
But
yeah, you can get a little closer.
This, I didn't know how to thread needles, little needles that would fit through beads, little beads. And so I used a sewing needle and black sewing thread. And
you can see here, I'll put my hand underneath it.
And it broke.
That's right.
And so thanks to Emily teaching me how to thread, what do we call it?
Yeah, we needle the thread.
Needle the thread.
And not thread the needle, right?
And thanks to the fantastic collection of threads that I have from the bead shop, from beadshop.com,
yes.
I'm hopefully not going to have this happen anymore.
You know, you made this necklace a while back. You know, my mom, bless her heart, has seen me through this bead career for a number of years. And so she's made a whole bunch of great pieces, this being one of them. That necklace, how old do you think that necklace is, Mom?
Getting close to 20.
20 years. And so I've always loved to put tassels on our pieces. And Shannon, you can also come up to right here. You can see this is an old piece that I've made. Something that you guys could do, also incorporating the tassel. You could use one of our vintage finds, just our vintage finds, our discs, and that's just what I used here, and strung through. But tassels have so many great possibilities. And I see our Janice is on. Good morning, Janice. Good morning, Faye. Good morning, Donna Simpson. Donna, I want to tell you real quick a big thank you. It's like I'm talking to you on my iPad. I should be talking to you here. I want to tell you a big thank you. I got my wonderful bag that you sent in the mail, and it's here at the retreat with me back where it all started. So thank you so much. You were very, very thoughtful. So
I'd like to show
this. Yeah, my mom wants to show you something, a tassel that she made, because I think you guys would really dig it.
Okay, so I belong to quilting groups, of course, and I have a small group, and we usually make Christmas gifts for each other and everything. So what this is a little implement to mark your tools.
Your tools. So that happens to be a rotary cutter, but you could do that with your scissors or whatever, right?
And so I took you call it an eye pen, right?
That's right.
Took an eye pen, put some beads on it. Then I put a piece of chain, and that's double chain. And then I made these tassels. But
and these are dental floss, I think. Not dental floss, embroidery floss. Dental floss. Well, you could use dental floss if you want to.
And again, this is probably made 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But the way you slip it on your tools is you stick that through the hole, and then you
just guide it right through there. And that chain, you could use like any of our fine chain that we have, or use your little, your little eye pins or whatever. But if you're doing like little craft things for your craft group or little gifts or whatever, this I think is a fun way to mark them. That looks great here. Yeah.
And so we always know now I don't have to search around for my rotary cutter.
Right.
Because I've
there it goes.
Put my mark on it.
Yeah, and I know which rotary cutter to steal because it's my mom's. So I know which one to use, which is great. So are you guys, it's great to see everybody, and Gwen, everyone's saying hello to you.
Well, hello.
And glad to see you. Shannon, I'm going to have you hand that camera right off to my mom,
Okay.
and we'll get this show on the road. Thank you so much for your filming. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, so you guys, I'll come kind of like over here for a second. I also wanted to let you guys know, did you want to come up to me just real quick, because I want to show, can you see me? Here, just, there we go. Look,
I can.
here I am.
Yes.
So I wanted to let you know, some of you asked about this wonderful quilt before we get started with the tassels. Our friend Verona, who lives here in the San Juan Bautista area, is a great textile historian and historian about local history on many, many things. But this is a quilt that she got from a local family, finished it off, and kind of took care of it. And this is a piece that she's raffling off. So someone who is going to be...
She's not even raffling it off.
She's
We're having a drawing,
for it. Yeah, which is amazing.
It's really beautiful. I mean, this quilt was made...
And the textiles in the late 1800s, right?
Yes, and it's hand quilted.
Yeah, and you guys can see.
Yes.
But it's kind of a fun treat, and I know you guys want to see the back. And Verona made a wonderful label about the history of the quilt and stuff as well, which I think is really amazing. So it's fun to, I think, share the other crafts that people like to do. So thanks for being interested in that. But let's talk about these tassels.
On to tassels.
On to tassels. So I think you guys can see pretty well. My mom is learning how Grace gets to film all the time. It's a little, you know what I'm going to do, Mom? I'm going to give you a little, if you can rest your arms up here. Does that help?
Yes.
Yes.
We won't get into a fight about me being a shaky old lady.
See how she brings these things up? It is not my fault. But I think this will make it. No, everybody.
Okay.
This is what Grace uses behind the scenes.
Okay.
So no, you want to be like Grace.
I want to be
There
like
we go.
Grace.
Perfect. All right. I think that's good. All righty. Oh, Lynn wants to know what that quilt pattern is called. And
That is an Ohio Star.
Ohio Star, maybe. You'll think of
I
it.
know, Janet. What's this quilt pattern called? That star thing.
We'll come up with it.
Yeah.
We'll come up with it.
Yeah.
It'll come up. It'll come to you. Alrighty. So I think I'm just seeing where I want to be working. Do I need to be closer? Can you guys see this okay? I'm watching this on kind of a delay, so I want you guys to be able to see this. So these tassels that I've got here, we're using just a bunch of our different threads, I guess, so I want to call them threads and cords from beadshop.com. And I've always loved tassels. I've always had kind of a fascination with the tassels, and making them, you guys, is so fast and easy and so on trend, right? So I'm using a whole bunch of different products. I'm going to use, and I'll bring it over here to you. I'm using some Chinese knotting cord, or as we like to call it, CKC. I just went in and grabbed whatever we had in our box of kind of opened Chinese knotting cords. So I think we've got the teal Chinese knotting cord here in the 0.5 millimeter. We've got this, I think this might be the cement in 0.5 millimeter. This guy, you know, I'll have to, Janice I know is watching and going, Katie, why didn't you write these down beforehand?
Well, that looks like a fuchsia.
Yeah,
almost,
this fuchsia,
but I don't know
but
what color
if
it
you,
is.
you know, thank you, Gita, for linking, you're awesome. Find the colors, you guys, that really, really speak to you, okay? And these really spoke to me, these colors. I have a collection of green and blues, and a collection of purples. I also used some regular Ceylon. Can you see that here? Just a nice different color palette, really fantastic. And I have the regular, and then I have the fine here. So whatever you have will work just great. I also have, if you have some leftover, if you get the It's a Lot of Leather packages or stuff like that, you have a lot of leather hanging around. This is just an assortment of 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, and 2 millimeter leathers. Okay, go in your leather box and pull some out. I've also used gotten our vintage finds and our discs, and those are perfect for tassel toppers. Now, you don't have to have tassel toppers, but if we've got those in, why not use them? I think they're really fun. The vintage finds, I think, look great with it. You were going to say something, Ma?
Oh, it says video uploaded. Your video has finished uploading.
No, it's okay. We'll go to that. That's, I think, from the one before.
Oh, okay.
No worries. From our tester, I think, just uploaded. Okay. We're doing fine.
No, I like this big fat one.
The one
next to
this
it.
one.
That
Yes,
one,
our
yeah,
melon bead. Yes, this one is just really, really great. So some of the other tools that you're going to need, you really do need a good pair of sharp scissors or snips. I grabbed my fabric scissors off of my cutting table and grabbed those. Oh, and I also forgot to tell you guys, I do have some of this ultra suede, and you can see I've used it in this tassel here, and it gives just a little bit of texture. I like it a lot. So nothing is really off limits to what you can use. So besides your scissors, you want to make yourself a little template that's about the size or the length of your tassel. Okay, so this is about a 3x3 square of just cardboard that I happen to have, sitting around, and it works for me. And you'll see why I like a piece of cardboard, why this is so important to me when I'm winding my tassel. You'll see that in a second. So, and that's really it. I also grabbed, these are clampers, and they really come in handy if I need to go away, put a little clamp on what I'm working on. They work really nicely. Okay, so essentially to get started, I just get my 3x3 piece of cardboard, and this is it. The compassion suede, that's what that is, Gita. It's actually the compassion suede. We call it compassion suede because it's faux leather. So it is known also as ultra suede as well. So I have my little piece of cardboard, and with my scissors, I'm going to come in and make a little clip right there. Okay? Then I've started on a purple one here, so I'll start on a blue one. And my mom is excited about that because blue, these are her favorite colors for sure.
I'm gonna move for a minute.
Okay, you all right?
Yeah, here, hold this camera.
Okay, I'm gonna hold this around. My mom's gonna reposition herself.
I'm like at a really wonky angle.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You know how it goes. We like to reposition. Move it around. There we go.
Better.
Much better. There we go. And let's move.
There.
We good? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, that's perfect. Back on. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm using some Chinese knotting cord 0.5 millimeter, but you could use 0.5, 0.8, 0.4, whatever works for you. I'm going to get my distracting tag out of the way too. Then I've made that little cut. I'm going to just put my cord right there so it kind of holds it in, and I'm just going to wind. Now you guys, I know, are wondering how many times you're going to wind, Kate. Oh, you're getting a lot of encouragement from the crowd here, Gwenda. Awesome.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, it's awesome. The family that films together stays together. I'm just going to wind. I don't know how many times did I wind. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 times. Whatever you like. I'm going to clip that away, and I'm going to make another little clip on this other side, and that's going to hold my cord in place. Okay? Just like that. Smart.
Right, I see that.
Yeah, look at that. Then I can put it down, answer the phone, reposition, whatever. Now I'm going to get another cord. How about I get some cotton cord? This is the 0.5 millimeter cotton cord. I love cotton cord. I love to use it. I love to knot with it. I love everything about it. So I'm going to make another little cut, put it in, and wind. Wind until you're happy.
You know, I made a tassel one time out of beads, and it was like maybe 8 or 9 inches long, And by the time I finished, it must have weighed 10 pounds.
10 pounds, right? Yep. That's why these guys are pretty light. So, you know, you can even use these as earrings if you want to.
Yeah.
So then now I've got these little cuts here, so I'm going to keep going with, maybe I'll add this color, this regular, right, that beautiful ceylon. And I think it'll fit right in this little cut. I don't have to make another one. And we'll just wind. So are you sensing a theme here, you guys? Add your cord and wind. Not too difficult to do.
And that's wind, not wine.
That's right, not wind, because it's still early on our coast.
Okay.
But it's got to be after 5 o'clock somewhere, everybody, right?
Not that wine. I meant wine.
Oh, wine. Oh, see? Oh, well. So I've got a one-track mind. All right. There's
and
that.
I like you said some of that dark peacock.
This one?
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
let's do it.
I love that color.
Yeah, that's a good color. And it is a little bit of a thinner thread, but I think the multi-dimensionality...
Different textures,
really,
Make
really
it more interesting.
adds a lot. So there we go. And wind until you like it, you know, until you're like, oh, I want to change chords. Let me
Now, you don't have any chain, huh?
No, but you
I'd
could
put a
chain.
little bit of chain in
Sure,
there.
you could. And you know, what I might do, you could just add the chain right in there,
Yeah.
like it was thread. Or you could later, I don't know, when we're silk wrapping, you could slide your chain on the silk wrap, so
you
it's
could
kind of
hang
on the
it?
outside.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it comes on
So
the
it doesn't
outside of the
get
tassel.
lost, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it depends if you just want a little bit of that chain peeking through. You can do that too.
And so
I'm
Lynn
gonna
said
add
that
a
she
little
made
bit
a
of this
tassel
lighter
with
one.
tiny Pacific opal Swarovski crystals.
Oh, I
It's
bet that's beautiful.
Yes.
I bet.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Kate?
Oh, I'm just using a little bit of gray. Get a little
Oh.
color variation in
Okay.
there. And I think I'll do one more.
Leather.
Let's get leather in there just for fun. I'm going to get this skinny leather. Do I like that color? I think I like that. This is about the same, so I'm just going to get this little bit of that in there too. Why not? Add again that little bit of texture. Maybe I'll do 5 wraps of the leather. And you could keep, you know, we could keep doing this all day long. You could also even wrap 2 together, right? To make this speed up a little bit. So I've got 2 pieces of ceylon in there. And I'll wrap these 2. It is, Janice, I think this is actually, you know, it's hard for me to see. I think it's 1 millimeter. I think it is 1 millimeter distressed gray is what I think it is, Janice. But again, you know, I used our scraps from our scrap box. So whatever you guys love, whatever you guys have, it'll all work. But it's also a great time if you're like, you know, oh, I'm gonna, you know, you can plan some colors and just kind of jump in and grab some ceylon and stuff. There we go. So I like the way that this looks. So I'm going to use my little clampers to kind of clamp that out just to hold it, because I have to put this aside for a second and I'm going to make the next part of what we need. So I'm going to put that down. And what I'm going to do, and I think I'm going to do it with this cord.
This is my favorite part.
Yeah, it's a good part.
This is my favorite
All right.
part.
So I don't know, Ma, if you have to film me this way, or I don't know if people can see.
I got
you got me?
I got you.
So we're going to make the cord portion of this, you guys. This twisted cord, okay? And it's easier
Let me get
than
it
you
in
think.
place. Wait a
You
minute.
can see that.
It's a little blurry. There.
There we go. And it's really, really easy. Now there are machines, tools that you can use to help you make a twisted cord, but it's super easy to do. Okay, so I've got a length. You can use any cord you want. I'm going to make mine a little bit thicker, and I'm using the 0.5 millimeter Chinese knotting cord. Okay. Not
So-
Chinese knotting cord. I'm sorry, cotton cord.
Cotton.
But you could also use Chinese knotting cord.
So what I kind of like to do is, I like to do a lot of repetition stuff. And so, like I kitted up things and things like that. I would make a bunch of tassels.
Yeah.
I would just make a bunch of tassels
Just all day long, and then
start designing. Or
Yeah,
creating.
designing with them. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
a really good starting point for you to start with your designs.
Because sometimes I like to take little baggies or little plastic things or little plastic glasses or something and just palettes.
Palette, yeah.
Do some palettes.
Yeah, some paletting.
So it would be really fun to do some paletting and stick some tassels in there too.
Definitely.
Yeah. Anyway,
So I'm going to
I
start by
digress.
this length. See how there's the open end? I'm pinching this between my index finger and my thumb.
and that looks
And I've got a loop.
about 20 inches.
Yeah, it is. It's about very good.
Yeah.
Ah, right on the money, 20 inches. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to twist. And I'll slow it down.
And you could have a boogie beat going on or something. you know?
Right. Twist and twist. And twist. Now, you want to start checking. See how I'm
We're-
pinching it over
'cause-
here, that open end?
Because we're going to get to the neat part in a minute.
So see how your twist wants to kind of start to twist up on itself? That's what we're looking for. I'm going to twist even more, just a little bit, till things start to kink up a little bit. Now, I'm going to grab these two together and see how your cord just wants to twist on itself like that. Okay? I'll put it apart like this so you guys can see. It's just like
Let me
this.
back up a little bit. Okay.
And then you put the two ends together and coax it into that twist. See that? Super easy. Now, to hold it all together, you could silk wrap it. There's a lot of things you could do. I'm just going to go ahead and knot it. Make that overhand knot and come in. And I'm going to do it kind of loosely because I may want to take this apart later. We'll see what happens. Or the top, I may need to have this top open. You know what I need? I need those knotting. I need my knotting tweezers. There we go. But it's going to hold everything together right here. Okay? So now, what I'm going to do, see how I have that opening? Oh, thanks, Janice. I didn't know you'd, that's an old trick, like when you're making fringe and stuff too, you twist it that way. So now, I'm going to come in. Oh, Sherry, I'm not going to be at Babe. I'm up here where we had our bead retreat up in San Juan Bautista. I'm quilting all weekend with my mom and our friends. So there's a couple of ways that you could tackle this, you guys, and let me show you how you could do this. You could come in, you could clip it here, wrangle everything together, and put it through. But what I'm going to do, actually, it's a little bit easier, is I'm going to get my twist. There we go, a little bit tighter because I've been screwing around with it a little bit. I'll bring it underneath where the top of the tassel is going to go. Let's see if this works. Yeah, look at that. So you can capture everything kind of beforehand. See that there? And let's say that I'm anticipating what I might want to add to the top, like this beautiful melon bead. I'm going to tell all those little ends of the cotton cord to go in. You know what I need right here? I need a
Wax.
big eye needle or wax. Yeah, I could do that too. There we go, like so. Then I'll tie all this off.
So are you going to put a knot? Are you going to put beads on top? How are you
I
gonna,
don't think so.
You're just going to let that rock around?
I'm going to
Okay.
let it go because then when I take this off, you'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
So just kind of go with me on this.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So now when I take all of this off, what I can do, I can check for the middle and I'm just going to cut. then I can kind of wrangle everything so it's in the middle. Oh, I'm sorry I won't be able to meet you as well, Sherry, next time. Look at those clampers. Look at that. So that's where I am now. Okay? And see how that twist just kind of is closing up here? And see, Ma, how gravity is just going to pull that bead down when I'm ready for it.
Okay.
So now I need to make the top of the tassel. I'm going to be making this portion right here. And that's going to be your friend and mine, the silk wrap. Now I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to silk wrap with Chinese knotting cord. And I think I'm going to silk wrap with, I don't know, maybe I'll go with that color. This nice mint, this lighter mint. Come to Denmark. Gita, you have no idea how much I want to do that. Oh, that's right, Sherry. This is the last Babe show.
I'm sorry, my fingers.
Oh, that's okay. This is the last Babe show, but there's going to be another. I hear rumors that there's going to be another. There's going to be another show taking its place. So this is the last Babe, which is sad. It's the end of an era, but there'll be something new coming along for sure. So to silk wrap, you guys, Janice linked the tutorial, but I'll just show you. I've cut a length, let me tell you, again, about 20 inches, a little less maybe. And I'm gonna I have a long portion here, this long part and a short part. Bonnie, Babe is the Bay Area Bead Extravaganza. It's a bead show that happens in Oakland, California this time of year, every year. It's been going on for quite a number of years. There's classes, there's all kinds of stuff, and again, sadly, this is their last year. Rasha, you could put the knot inside the tassel. You could turn like all of this underneath so the tassel knot is under here. I kind of like the little ends through here, and I maybe would clip them off, or I could leave them long and put little beads and stuff on there too. But you could definitely turn, if this bead wasn't here, I could turn everything around so all of this connection lies under there. Well spotted. Thank you, Rula. Hello from Greece. Hello. Thank you for joining us. So now here's that loop, and I'm going to lay that loop along my tassel.
Okay. Do that one more time.
Yep,
Your fingers
sure.
are kind of in
My
the way.
fingers are in the way. Let me turn so that's a little bit
yeah.
better. I've got a short end and a long end. That loop lays across, and I'm going to come in and pinch about where I want the bottom of that wrap to be. I'm going to take my long end and give it one good wrap. And I'll move my fingers. I'm going to give it a second one, and then I'll show you guys real quick what's happening under here, okay? Bear with me here just a second. Here's the loop that I'm wrapping over. Can you see that? Oh, lots of encouragement, Gwen. You're doing great. And the short end, that the loop that's coming down here is here. So when you're wrapping, you want to wrap towards this loop. That's right. The long end is the one on the top that I'm wrapping with, and the short end is the one that's hanging down to the tassel.
You know, this was the first time I ever saw a silk wrap or anything. And I mean, I'd seen it on jewelry and tassels and that kind of stuff. I was so excited. I thought this was so brilliant.
Yeah, for doing the silk wrap for the tassel.
Because you don't have to do anything.
No, and you don't have to do a knot. It's just there.
It's just, yeah.
So see, I've made nice, tight. That's the secret, you guys. You've got to cinch this in a little bit. And, oh, thanks, Janice. Well, Janice K., I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. You're so funny. So here's the end of that end that I was wrapping with, going through the loop. And now this short end, you guys, watch. Here's the magic. Here's the magic. Here it comes. See, I'm pulling on this. The loop is closing. The loop is closing. And now watch. I'm going to pop that little connection under the wrap. See that? So that connection is here. Now I pull on both of these in opposite directions. This isn't going anywhere. So now I can safely clip or unclip, and you can see here I've got a little bit of loose ends, so I can gently tug on these to bring everything even in together. I could tug with my pliers if I had them, but since this is demo time, I don't want to be too tedious with this.
And you don't have a staff here to run and go get your stuff.
Right, well, it's okay. You know how they say you grow where you're planted? Well, we're going to demo where we're planted, right? We can demo anywhere. That's the beauty of working with this small stuff. There we go. I'm going to call that a day, okay? Then my big bead can just come right out on top.
Okay,
now notice
that tassel is very, looks like it's been in a high wind.
Right, a high winds. So let me show you how I fix that.
Okay.
First, I'm going to come in. Oh, you guys are so kind to me. And Karen, yes, you could use wire to make the wrap, and I have done that in the past. I'll clip that.
Yeah, I like the look with wire too.
Yeah, and then this
But I
long
like
one
this
from the
too.
bottom of the silk wrap, I'm just going to let it go into the piece,
it's now
become the tassel.
part of the tassel.
So now what I've got is I've got a cup of water. I've got a little napkin. I've got another napkin. I'm going to dampen one napkin. And I'm just going to, you could also steam this. I probably wouldn't iron it, but I bet you could steam it. And it would.
Here's Brother James.
Here's Brother James. Hi, Brother James. We're broadcasting to all of our bead shop people, and Janice is watching. So Janice, there's our Brother James. Thanks for letting us let you say hello. So, see you guys how we're really taming that tassel, and now I'm going to come in and I'm going to clip. Brother James runs the St. Francis Retreat Center here in San Juan Bautista, where we are, and he's an excellent host. They treat us so well here. And we are having our bead retreat again next year for 2018. Same time, second week of September, and we'll have more info for that. I know, doesn't he look magnificent, Janice? He does. He looks great in his friar robes, yes. So see? You can see, give it a crew cut, right? And so see here what a beautiful, it's really great. Look at that. So let me get this water cup out of here. And you can see, so look at how fantastic that is. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter here. I could, instead of knotting, I could silk wrap up here as well. Right?
Yes.
I could stack more beads on here,
yes.
Whatever works, right? And you can see on this one, you guys, how instead of doing a twisted tassel, I just did a small little piece of Chinese knotting cord and then came through. Then I could do another
here,
piece.
Let's get in way.
Yeah, if you can see that.
Right there. Yes.
I could just put this cord through here. But I love, like with these, and with this vintage find, you could put it this way if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
That would be actually really nice.
Yeah.
I want to do that right now.
It's really funny. I never liked purple, but you know how there's that poem about when you get old, you wear purple.
You wear purple, yeah.
And purple is appealing to me more and more.
Yeah. Me too.
Know.
I love purple.
It's really strange.
Well, purple's a great color. And can you guys see just all of that little cords in there? Yes, Janice, I want you to stop and make some tassels too, because I know that your tassels will be amazing. So that's it. Super easy, super fun, and a great accessory. We could just, Dee says purple is the color of honor. It's really true.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
right?
true.
It's royal,
Royal
right?
purple, yeah.
So you can see I've got a purple one coming up here. So we could, like I'm wearing this piece I did on, I don't know, it's like the, what's your project, Janice? Across Cultures. This is the Across Cultures, my version. That's a necklace. I think that's the loop.
Why don't you take off your name tag? It's getting
Is it getting in the way?
Really,
I'll take that off. It's really, there we go. right? But I could, with this Across Cultures necklace, I could attach a tassel
yes.
there, right?
Yeah,
And pull it
yeah,
around,
yeah.
right?
Nice.
Or this could be a centerpiece here, and this could be my necklace going there. So there's endless, yeah, Tammy, I expect you to make tassels all day, okay? That's what I expect from you today. So that's really it. There you go. I'll have a link to this up on the website on the front page here. But I really, if you guys do attempt tassels, I'd love to see them. You know, when you send those things in, Drea writes up every week to 2 weeks. Drea writes a really nice kind of wrap up of all of our projects called Connections, and it's on our blog. So, you guys, that is it from the St. Francis Retreat Center here in San Juan Bautista. Keep your eyes open because Janice and I have booked the Retreat Center for 2018. You can save the date. It's the second weekend in September, but there'll be more information about that. Last year's bead retreat was super successful, so we can't wait to bring a bunch of you again here with us again in 2018. And special thanks to my buddy Shannon and my mom for being such a great camera woman, and for all of you watching. And on Wednesday, I'll be back with Emily, and we're going to start, it's not really a two-part project, but next Wednesday and the following Wednesday are kind of, those projects are going to go hand in hand, or should I say wrist and wrist.
Whoa.
Right?
Hint, hint.
Hint, 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 hint. Okay.
And I would just like to say that it's so nice every week I get to see Kate, but I also get to see everybody saying, hi, Mom, hi, Gwen.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. So
it
thank
is
you
nice.
so much.
Well, I'm going to
And-
flip the camera around so we can both
Oh.
sign off here. There we go.
There we go.
There we are. All righty. Well, thanks, you guys. We'll see you. I'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks again, Janice, for moderating. Have a fantastic and creative weekend, and check your newsletters. All right. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.